Alright, that's a working lady that almost looks like it wants to devour me. Bottles, a candle, and what? Wait a sec. What do we have here?
You're breathtaking.
Oh, right. Is this some sort of a cyberpunk weapon? I'm confused here. What I'm looking at? Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Edge Runner Code, or you can call me Edgy, and I'm gonna show you everything I could find on pretty much every single frame on the trailer that was released on the Night City Wire last week. But first, guys, I would love your subscription if you like what you see here, and if you want to see more content of this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So no more further ado, and let's get started. Here on the opening, we can see Night City on all its glory. I think for the first time we can see those hovers that appear in many different shots. They are from DTNR and I could not find any reference for that company. Leave any comments if you know who they are. We also have these flying carrier vehicles that we've seen a couple of times throughout the demo. On the right side of your screen, we have the apartment, at least one of them, and we can be sure about that based on earlier trailers where we can actually see inside from his apartment or her apartment. So that is the place. On the background, we have the Arasaka Tower, that is probably the tallest building of the Night City on 2077, and we're gonna talk about that tower later. Another landmark that might be important on the gameplay is the Data Inc. building on the left side. It is one of the few stores that carries net running programs, and I cannot wait to see those programs, what they can do. And finally, on this frame, we have a whole bunch of cool ad material from the in-game companies. Like here on the left side, we have a Nicola ad, which is an energy drink that will heal you. So it's a consumable item inside the game. Right above the Arasaka Towers, we have one of my favorites, is Mr. Stud ad, which is a male sex toy. And as I will show you throughout this trailer, sex is a really present theme on this game. For the following shot, we have a better look close to the ground. We can see the verticality. We can also see a handful of ads. And the one that caught most of my attention is the Tiger Claw ad. I'm not sure this is like a licensed ad. It appears to be more sort of a graffiti, like maybe a futuristic graffiti to show we own this place. This is my opinion, I'm not quite sure, but I don't think a gang would be able to run ads like normal ads, so that's probably some underground stuff going on here, but that's my theory. Here we have an overlook of Lizzie's bar that's gonna play a major role on the prologue. As was shown on the gameplay, this will play a central role of you learning how to use the brain dance. So you're gonna go to that bar and you're going to learn how to access and interact with the brain dance space. And we have also an ad for yet another energy drink. There's a lot of energy drink brands on Cyberpunk universe. This one is Mix It Up. And one thing that is remarkable that from that you can kind of understand the tone of the game is that this ad runs with a transgender model. So I am personally quite excited to see how this game will handle subjects and themes that are sort of taboo these days on 2020. And I honestly have high hopes that this game might be a landmark on how video games treat and deal with gender non-conforming themes and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, man, that's probably gonna be huge. On this frame, we are meeting Jackie at a bar. Based on what has been showcased about the gameplay, we can start the game either as a nomad, a street kid, or a corp, and the life path we choose will directly affect the beginning of the game, the prologue, how we interact, and how we meet Jackie. Here we got another panoramic view of the Night City, and with all its targeted ads, I mean, it's mind-blowing the amount of information there is just flooding your eyes. Talking about the eyes, we have the Kairoshi ad. That's a company that it's mostly focused on building and selling eyes, optic augmentations. We have this other controversial ad from 3 Months, One Desire, Sasha Devon. A lot of people was saying that she's like a sex robot or something, but notice how there is the BD icon on the bottom. So that means that this is actually a brain dance. So it's not a physical experience, it's more like a computer experience. And I'm still quite puzzled on how this would like fit inside the game. That's something I would be really interested in checking out. Right next to it, we have a poster for the Passion of Christ show. That's probably either a movie inside the game or maybe a play. My bet that's a play that's going on, because this is a very common play in most of the countries near Christmas. We have the ad for Below Deck, which is a underwater club that was opened inside a decommissioned aquarium. Talking about sex themes, we have this ad for Barely Legal. I have no idea what the hell that is. That's probably a place, a nightclub, I don't know. That's so fucked up. A good thing about not being American and having a bad English pronunciation is that YouTube algorithm is probably not gonna be able to translate my speech really nice. And that could potentially save me from a couple of demonetizations. Oh god. We also got the front sign of DTR, that is Decker Tanaka Rogers, that is one of the giants in shipping business. They are famous for modern shipping and fast delivery. And their main office used to be on East Marina on Night City, so we can assume that this is the same place where it used to be earlier. I don't know, I guess we'll have to wait. On the latest gameplay released, we had a mission that we had to save a monk. So I guess this is the Buddhist temple on Night City, and on this shot we can also see on better details the ad for the Passion of Christ, which now looking a little bit closer, I now see that's also a brain dance. So that's definitely a sort of movie on brain dance format. Because I don't think people go to movies anymore in 2077 Night City. They probably just rent or buy those brain dance files, and they instead of watching it, they sort of live the experience. It is a really neat concept that I'm definitely going to explore in a future video. And by the way, if you want to see more Cyberpunk videos, make sure to subscribe. I really need your help. Here in the bottom, I think for the first time, we can see a large variety of different vehicles. We have this one that looks like a Porsche. We have this more classic one. We have this super small compact vehicle. So we can have a better glimpse of the different types of cars we will be able to steal on the game. On this shot, we have a front shot of a mirror. What I think is important about this frame is that a lot of people were pointed out on Reddit that this game is probably going to be easy to create a mod for third person, because I know a lot of people are asking for a third person feature, and CDPR said many times that it's not going to happen. But people that know about modding are quite excited about this, because apparently the game will always sort of render your body, your 3D body. And it's not like just a floating camera with just floating arms and legs. So there's always on the background happening the 3D body simulation going on. So that means it's probably going to be very easy to create a mod that have a floating camera. So that's good news for you that really want to play this game in third person. Here on the left, we have a handful of newspapers, and you can see that all the news are about death. Here we have 17 dead, 42 wounded. There we have a corporate guy that got murdered at some place. Explosion on a lab, got 31 people dead. So yeah, Night City is not a safe place at all. On this sequence, we have a better look of one of the vehicles. This looks like a sports car. It's apparently is the same that they showcase a lot of times. And I think there will be some degree of vehicle customization on the game, because we've seen many different cars, and I don't think they are that much number of different cars. I still think there are different skins, sort of, for the same vehicle. So this one looks really cool. We have a couple of signs. On the right, we have the El Dorado Pawn Shop. And of course, we have another ad. This one is for a cola drink. In the shot, we have the view of some alleys. Some people were saying on Reddit that they downgraded the people density on the city, but I don't think that is the case. Everybody that actually played the game last week say that there hasn't been any sort of downgrade to whatsoever. I think people are confusing because this trailer and most of the footage we see is not on super dense populated area, and is also all happening. At least most of it is also happening at night, and so there isn't a lot of people on the street, I guess. So this is maybe the reason why we're seeing so few people around, because I would definitely not be on the street at Night City at this time, at this place, at all. Here we also have a lot of ads, so another ad for Passion, Wet Dream again, some Japanese food, El Guapo, that's probably Mexican bar, I guess. I don't know. And this is what I'm talking about. Night City is not safe. This guy's being beat by probably 3 sex worker ladies, let's put it this way. So yeah, they don't seem a lot happy. My guess is that the guy probably didn't want to pay them. And there's Jackie meeting us in Afterlife. That is a nightclub that goes way back into 2020s. And it's really good to know that it still exists. I wonder if we'll have any sort of a line of conversation with Johnny Silverhand talking about the nightclubs of his time or something. And this is one of my favorite movie posters. It's called In Vitro Homicide, Join the Immortals. I have no idea what the plot of this movie is, but the poster shows a dude being probably raised in vitro. So it looks like a clone vat or something. And I'm not sure if he's the murderer or if someone is murdering clones or something. I don't know. It is interesting. I really hope we can unlock and sort of watch those, not full-length movie, but at least a trailer of each of those movies. I would love to see that. Here we have an internal shot of the Lizzie's bar. It has a whole bunch of brain dance terminals where people can, I don't know, I have no idea what they're doing. I'm not judging. Use your creativity here. There we have Jackie and V shaking hands. Man, I love Jackie. He's such a nice guy. I hope so much that he don't actually die like it showcased on that trailer from, I think, last year. I really hope he doesn't die. Come on, Jackie. I want to see you true and true. Please. A super nice first-person shot from another sex worker. And there is something really interesting on that table. Huh, I wonder what that is for. Curious. I love this game. I just love it. Oh my god. And here we got some folks casually brain dancing, because why not? Right next to other people. And it's hard to tell for sure, but this might be what he's seen in probably much higher quality than this. And as you may have noticed on the video title, this is only the first episode of a series of 3. So if you liked what you see, if you want to see more of this, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time.
Fuck.